In the next part of our lab, we are going to discover what types of nutrients are in your soil. So each nutrient has specific roles in producing healthy plants. When not enough of a nutrient is present or too much, plants show symptoms or get poisoned. When soil nutrients are used up, the nutrients must be replaced by the soil by adding manure, compost, and fertilizers. Commercial fertilizers contain plant nutrients in forms that are available to plants so they don't have to be processed. They use a 3-number notation indicating the percentage of nitrogen, which is most important, phosphorus, and potassium in the fertilizer. For example, 15, 10, 5. So it would be 15% nitrogen, 10% phosphorus, and 5% potassium. We do not need to do this first step right here, preparing our nutrient extract, because we have already done that. The first one that we are going to do is our nitrogen test. So again, at the beginning it says fill test bag to line C, and we are actually filling the test tube to the 4th line. And instead of extract, we are going to use the water from on top of our soil. The video will tell you which color you're going to use test tube for this, and then you're going to add 1 nitrate test tab. It will be the same color as the test tube, and you're going to shake for 1 minute until the tablet is dissolved. And then you don't need to do this, but you'll shake for 2 more minutes, and then you're going to wait, and this will actually be for about 7 to 10 minutes. And you're going to compare to the color chart. All of these next tests can be prepared at the same time. So you'll do the same thing for potassium with the same changes. You're going to... What happened? For potassium, you're going to fill it to the 4th line, and then you're going to add the potassium tab and shake for 2 minutes. You'll also need to let that set for 7 to 10 minutes, and then for the phosphorus, the same thing. For the phosphorus, you'll still just shake it for a minute, and then you'll wait the 5 to 7 and compare to the color chart. Please watch the video to see how to do the nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus test, and which tablet is for each. All right, next we're going to talk about the setup for the potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen test. You will have a matching pill for each bottle, and each bottle is filled up to the 4th line. You'll use your dropper to get water from your soil mixture to fill it up. You're going to carefully open each droplet and put it into the corresponding test tube. Just like with the pH test, you're going to cap your samples and shake vigorously. So you need to shake for about a minute. After your test tubes have sat for 10 minutes, you're going to use the plant food chart in the pamphlet to figure out your level of each of the following. So our orange one is going to be, it says potash on here. The orange is potassium. So you're going to compare the color of your liquid to the color on the chart to determine if it is very low, low, medium, or high. The same thing will happen with your phosphorus. And I shook this up again, so be careful to let it settle and don't shake it up, or else you're going to get a cloudy substance. So you'll compare the color of the phosphorus one on with the chart. Again, if it's settled, it would be lighter, but you have very low, low, medium, and high. And the same thing on the last one with your nitrogen. Nitrogen, and on our paper we have very low, low, medium, and high. When you're done with that, you'll take these things to the sink, dump them in the sink, rinse them out, and then share with someone else. So on each of these tests you need to record resulted in, and you have very low, low, medium, or high levels of each of the sample. And then if you look down here at the bottom, it says soil nutrient test are based on the Morgan extraction method. The results of a nutrient test are reported as relative test amount. The following approximate quantitative or number values may be assigned to the relative amounts determined in the previous experiments. The units here are measured in pounds per acre per 6 inches deep. So what this means for a low nitrate reading of 40 is that there are 40 pounds of nitrogen per acre at 6 inches deep, which is really not that much when you think about it. The next video will discuss your soil lab write-up. Thanks.